How are you guys doing today? In this video, I'm going to be remaking my Memoriam Crystal guide. Now, to start things off, my suggestion to you is to get a familiar that can hold items such as a pack yak or a terrier bird, etc. Now, in my case, I'm going to go ahead and be using a pack yak, so I'm going to call him in. So what you're going to need is a pack yak, or like I said, any familiar that stores any type of food. Store it all with food. Store your inventory of food. If it takes a while, if you end up using up all the minutes on your familiar, I would, just in case, bring a super restore flask or a summoning flask and maybe an extra pouch. That way, if your familiar dies or is about to die, you can go ahead and renew your points and also renew your familiar. Next item you're going to need is a 6-stage circuit, so you can go ahead and teleport to the world gate. Okay, so now that we're here at the world gate, you're going to want to go ahead and right click on it. And for me, I'm going to have to quick dial because I did rune dragons. I'm going to want to go ahead and quick dial to number 1. So now that it's quick dialed to number 1, we can go ahead and enter. Now it'll give you options: the approach, the sanctum pit, cradle, and elder halls. My tip to you guys is do these first 4 and then worry about the approach, because that's the hardest part and the ones with the most crystals. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and enter the elder halls. Okay, now once you're in, click on your compass, go a little bit south and then east. You can go ahead and see where I'm going on the mini map, and to your right there will be a Memoriam crystal right there. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna go teleport out to the world gate again, enter it once more, and this time we're gonna go and enter the cradle. Fix your compass again, run north, and it'll be a little bit to the east. You'll see it in the corner over here. One more thing I wanted to tell you guys was you want to go ahead and get this crystal really fast and then leave out as fast as you can before the muspa spawn. At least for me, that's what ends up happening. So once you have descended, you will be in the pit. Now you can go ahead and grab your Memoriam crystal. It will actually conveniently be right here, right when you spawn. Once you go ahead and snag your 3rd crystal, go ahead and run to the opposite side of the room, and then you're going to go ahead and enter through this doorway, and this will lead you to the sanctum, your final location, until we reach the approach. Now you'll know you're in the sanctum once you start seeing fog on your screen. So this crystal is actually also conveniently located at the entrance. It'll actually be right here. If you fix your compass, it'll be to the western side of the room, right as soon as you come out of the big doors. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go back to the world gate. And this is where things get just a bit more complicating, and this is where you're going to want to use your familiar and your food, and make sure you do not die, because now we're entering the approach. This is the part of the video where you want to pay the most attention. So we're going to go ahead and enter the approach. Once inside, go ahead and run behind the portal. The Memoriam crystal will be right here. This will be your 5th Memoriam crystal. You want to go ahead and get out of there as fast as you can. I'm doing a poor job, so please try not to take after me in this video. Next, you want to go ahead and move back to the original spot where the portal is, but this time go east and jump to this ledge. You want to make sure you're clicking on the right spot. So you're going to enter a point where you're going to have to take 2 paths. For the sake of the video, I'm going to go ahead and go right. Now there's a lot of obstacles that will give you a lot of damage. If you want, you can be not like me and try to dodge them as much as possible. So once you walk up here, you're going to go ahead and take the pathway, and you're going to see a Memoriam crystal right here. Now you can proceed to take this same path and climb down this drop right here. Once you climb down this drop, there will be a Memoriam crystal right here. Go ahead and snag that. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go over here. So there's nothing over here. We're going to want to go ahead and continue up through here and climb down this drop right here. Run up to your right a little bit, or east, and grab your 8th Memoriam Crystal right here. Okay guys, so from here we're going to want to go ahead and climb down this drop. So you guys are going to notice we're in the same spot we just were. Now instead of climbing down this drop right here, we're going to go all the way up. Then just run north a little bit and you will see your Memoriam Crystal. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and go south from where we're at. Go ahead and slide down this slope. You're going to see these little things right here. Try to dodge them as much as you can. Keep continuing. If you need to heal, heal right here at the gate. And then you will see, once you fix your compass a little bit if needed, you come over here and this will be another Memoriam Crystal. Okay, so from this location, fix your compass, go south. It's going to wrap around the back side and this will be your next Memoriam Crystal. Now, from this location, you want to go ahead and go all the way back up. Squeeze through this crevice. And then you will see your 12th Memoriam Crystal. Okay guys, so this is going to be the part where you're going to really need your food. So we're going to retrace our steps. And go this way this time, which will be east, even farther east. Okay, so now here we are. Okay, so this is the part where you're going to need all your food. These 4 crystals right here are the final 4 that you're going to need. And in order to get them, you're going to have to tag these pillars a total of 80 times, 20 per crystal. So what's going to have to happen is you're going to have to be very, very cautious with your food, because every time you tag a pillar, the lightning gets gradually more aggressive. It's either every time you tag a pillar, every time you snag a crystal, the lightning's going to get more and more aggressive, and it's going to cause you to eat more and more food. So again, make sure your familiar is just stored with nothing but food. Rock, tails, or shark, doesn't matter. Either way, like I said, these are the final 4 crystals that you're going to need. A total of 16 crystals. Once you've made it to this point, you've already gathered 12. Again, these are the final 4 crystals. In order to get them, you need to tag each pillar a total of 20 times. But there's 4 crystals, so 80 times you're going to tag these pillars. And again, like I said, the lightning's going to become more and more aggressive. So be sure to eat your food and make sure you have enough food. Okay guys, so once you finally got all of your crystals, you can go ahead and enter this sanctum. I'm going to go ahead and use the world gate because it's going to be faster. This is where basically you turn in all your crystals, or you got to do what you got to do. Again, this was like 2 to 3 years ago almost, so I'm just going off of strictly memory here. I believe you activate the Memoriam device, do whatever you got to do. You guys can pretty much figure it out from here. And I believe these 2 doors will be open and you do the business that you got to do. But for the most part, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next video. And again, I really hope this guide helped you out.